Picture this. No cars, no boats with engines, no GPS, not even a map. Just you, your bare feet, and a horizon that never seems to end. Now here's the crazy part, somehow, with nothing but that, our ancestors walked, paddled, and drifted their way across every single continent on Earth except Antarctica. No compass, no roads, no idea what was on the other side. So how on earth did they do it? Stick around, because the answer involves ice bridges, dugout canoes, and one of the most insane ocean journeys in human history. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're rewinding the clock about 70,000 years to trace the incredible journey of Homo sapiens from a single region in Africa to literally every corner of the globe. This isn't just a story about walking, it's a story about survival, adaptation, and raw human curiosity. Let's get into it. Our story starts in East Africa, where modern humans first evolved roughly 300,000 years ago, but for a long time, we didn't go very far. Then around 70,000 to 100,000 years ago, something changed. Small groups of humans began pushing north and east, out of Africa and into the Middle East. Why did they leave? Scientists think it was a mix of things: climate shifts, changing sea levels, and simple population pressure. When your local area gets crowded, or the climate turns harsh, you follow the food. And the food, water, and game trails led straight out of Africa. Once outside, humans didn't stop. They kept following coastlines and river valleys because those routes gave them fresh water and food along the way. This wasn't some grand plan. It was generation after generation moving just a little farther than the last. One of the biggest theories in human migration is called the coastal migration route. Basically, instead of cutting through harsh deserts or mountains, early humans followed the coastline of the Arabian Peninsula, then down through South Asia, all the way to Southeast Asia. Coastlines were basically ancient highways. They offered shellfish, fish, and fresh water from rivers meeting the sea, a reliable food source without needing advanced hunting tools. This route is why we find some of the oldest human remains outside Africa in places like India and Indonesia. And from Southeast Asia, humans did something even more remarkable. They crossed open water. Fossil evidence shows humans reached Australia by around 65,000 years ago. That means they built some kind of watercraft, rafts, or basic boats, and deliberately crossed dozens of miles of open ocean. That's not an accident, that's intention. Now let's talk about one of the biggest journeys of all, reaching the Americas. During the last ice age, so much water was locked up in glaciers that sea levels dropped dramatically. This exposed a land bridge connecting Siberia to Alaska, known as Beringia. Around 15,000 to 20,000 years ago, groups of humans crossed this land bridge, following herds of mammoths and bison for food. But here's where it gets interesting. Newer research suggests some groups may have also traveled by boat, hugging the Pacific coastline south, all the way down through North and South America. Within just a few thousand years, humans had spread from Alaska to the very tip of South America, a place called Tierra del Fuego. Think about that. That's basically the entire length of 2 continents covered on foot and by simple boats with zero modern technology. While all this was happening, one of the greatest feats of navigation in human history was unfolding in the Pacific Ocean. Starting around 3,000 years ago, Polynesian voyagers began settling islands scattered across thousands of miles of open sea: Fiji, Samoa, Tahiti, Hawaii, and eventually New Zealand and Easter Island. They didn't have compasses or written maps. Instead, they read the stars, tracked ocean swells, watched bird flight patterns, and even noticed cloud formations that hinted at land beyond the horizon. Using double-hulled canoes, they made intentional long-distance voyages across open ocean, arguably some of the most sophisticated navigation in the ancient world. So, there you have it, from the deserts of the Middle East to the coastlines of Asia, across an ice age land bridge, and finally through the vast Pacific, humans conquered the entire planet using nothing but their wits, their feet, and a will to explore. It's honestly one of the greatest survival stories ever told, and it's the reason you ang ir here kohai if you found this as fashion as. Smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into human history, and let me know in the comments Which ancient migration route do you find the most incredible? See you in the next one.